Right, 15 July 2025, and today I'm excited to be giving you the morning update of all the trending news that is taking place in Africa and specifically in Zimbabwe. So let's go. We've got a lot of stuff to cover, and today I want to start with the sad situation that is developing with Auxilia Mnangagwa. So I've been following this very, very closely since Auxilia had an incident at Gwanda. So this situation is becoming crazy and unbelievable. And it's said that the Zimbabwean government doesn't want to give an update or a report on what's happening with Auxilia Mnangagwa. But something has gone terribly wrong with Auxilia Mnangagwa. And unfortunately, these things are playing out in public. So Auxilia Mnangagwa is the kind of person that doesn't want to hide or rest. And unfortunately, something has happened to her and she is no longer able to speak. They are also hiding whatever is happening with her. When she goes on television, they no longer show her speaking. So every time Auxilia Mnangagwa is on TV, they cut out the sound. So they cut out the sound. So, and this is crazy. I've never seen anything of this nature ever since I started reporting on anything. Auxilia Mnangagwa goes on TV, she speaks, but they cut out the sound and you can't hear what he's saying. And what has happened is that Auxilia had an incident in Gwanda where while she was speaking, her voice started to trail and slur, and she could no longer complete her words. She was also continuously talking while not making any sense. And everyone in the crowd was surprised to see her behaving in that way. So ever since that day, she has appeared twice in public. The first time she appeared with Marin Chombo, and they did not allow her to speak. She was standing right there, and Marin Chombo was reading her speech. Yesterday, 3 people visited her at her office. So that is these 3 guys here. I think that's Owen Goto over there, and the young lady from Boka, tobacco auction floors over there. I don't know about the other guy. I think that's Ngoni Chimbalu or one of those other guys. But I know this young lady here from Boka. So they went here to donate at the offices of Auxilia Mnangagwa. And funny enough, she was talking, but the actual voice was covered. They could not show the voice. That is because something has gone wrong with her speech. And I believe that Auxilia Mnangagwa has suffered probably a stroke or some form of voice issue. So she has a voice issue, which they are trying to hide. So I hope that someone manages to record us talking so that we can hear what exactly is going on. But when she was in Gwanda, they did not know that she was suffering from this. So they allowed her to talk. However, she was slurring. She was not able to speak. So we're probably seeing the very last days of Auxilia Mnangagwa in public. So this is crazy. It's unbelievable. She appears to be healthy physically. She appears to be healthy, but something has gone wrong with the ability to speak. And they are covering up. Currently, the Zimbabwe government is covering up. Mnangagwa's people are covering up whatever it is that is happening with Auxilia. So she's there physically, but unable to speak or still slurring. So slurred speech, which is something to do with some form of medical condition or probably a pill or a medication that she's taking. So watch very carefully. The next time you see Auxilia Mnangagwa in public, watch carefully how she speaks and watch carefully her body language and her ability to express herself. Something has gone terribly wrong. And to me, I easily notice these things because that's all I do. I sit here and I watch people and I watch events, and the good thing is you are here to get it from me. So that is our headline for today. Auxilia Mnangagwa unable to speak, not allowed to speak on TV. So they remove a sound every time she's speaking. That's Auxilia Mnangagwa, First Lady of Zimbabwe. Now let's quickly run through the rest of the stories. We've got a lot to cover. Let's go to some newspapers. And I want to start with Zimbabwe Intelligence. So there is a bizarre story today in the H Metro newspaper. So let me take you through to the H Metro newspaper, where a young man has been kidnapped from his house by some intelligence people. So go and check out the H Metro newspaper. Obviously, they won't tell you the way I'm telling you, but some intelligence people have kidnapped a young man and have taken him to a lodge. So they've taken him to a lodge and they have then forced him to sleep with his ex-girlfriend. And after that, they said there's some rituals involved. The Zimbabwe Police, Republic Police have confirmed the story of Amanda Chizanga Chakanyuka, who entered the house of her ex-boyfriend, Linos Gapanga, in Glen View 7. She was accompanied by 5 unidentified men who were driving a Ford Ranger. The men accused Linos of having impregnated Amanda. They forcibly abducted him and put him into a black BMW registration number ACD 9485, while Amanda and others followed in a Ford Ranger registration number ADG 3211. The group drove to Machipisa Pink Lodge in engineering Highfield. Upon arrival, Amanda entered a room inside the lodge. 3 of the men assaulted Linos and forced him into the same room. They ordered him to have with Amanda, claiming to remove some rituals. After the act, the men searched Linos, stole his wallet containing $142 and some bank cards, and left him locked inside the room before driving away. So the Zimbabwe Republic Police have confirmed this story. Go check it out in the H Metro newspaper. Clearly, you know who drives the Range Rovers, the Ford Rangers. You know who abducts people, and you know who forces people into rooms. However, the funny thing to me is why they arrested the girl and didn't arrest the rest of the guys. So something crazy and unbelievable. I'm trying to dig deeper into who are these people. So who is Amanda and who is Linos? So Amanda Chizanga Chakanyuka and Linos Gapanga. These are not ordinary people. Go check it out in the H Metro newspaper. If you don't have access to these newspapers, go to Herald online. You'll be able to see this story. It's crazy. Baka Ipa Paharari. Something is going on. These are rituals. And who are these people? So let's find out. We're going to dig into it. And as soon as I know who they are and how they're connected to the state, I'll be able to give you details. But to me, definitely intelligence people here involved. Then let's go to Mzembe. Walter Mzembe has been denied bail. So his application challenging his placement on remand was denied. So he was denied. That was not allowed. And then going back into the Herald newspaper, Simbarashi Mnenge, a 26-year-old, so that's the news day. Simbarashi Mnenge, 26, has been arrested after he entered the room of a Midland State University student, and she woke up to find him in her room. And it's not clear to me why she was in Belvedere and what was going on. So go check out that story where an MSU student, a female student, has made a report resulting in the arrest of Simbarashi Mnenge, a 26-year-old man. So go check out that story. Then in business, Mnangagwa is currently in Japan. So Mnangagwa is in Japan, and today he's going to be presenting at the Zimbabwe Business Forum. So the Zimbabwe Business Forum is one of the days which has been allocated to Zimbabwe. There are other countries which have been allocated days like Zambia, Eswatini, but today is Zimbabwe's day. And then tomorrow we've got the Zimbabwe National Day. So tomorrow it will be Zimbabwe. That is the National Day of Zimbabwe. I don't know who those guys are and what those pictures are about. We don't have that culture of the nose here. So I don't know who did the poster, but Zimbabwe doing very well in terms of tourism. the tourism assets of Zimbabwe, the best tourism assets, very close to each other. The problem is the roads. So the connection between the two, the various tourism opportunities. So if you're coming from Victoria Falls and you're going to Great Zimbabwe, it's very difficult to travel that road. So I know that Tagwire started work today on the road. They didn't start at all. They stopped when we say they must stop. They haven't changed what they're doing, but they're starting work today. So let's see what they're doing. They are also doing Churundu, Harare. These roads are impassable. If you drive a road, you car on that road, you're going to have a tire puncture. And it will take you days and days. So it takes hours and hours to travel between these places. So this is the problem. When a tourist comes to Zimbabwe, they can't drive. So what do? They fly into Victoria Falls, they see the falls, they jump back into the plane and go away without spending any money. That is the problem with the tourism in Zimbabwe. Then let's go to Nigeria. Today, the Nigerian government has declared a national holiday. So it's a national holiday in Nigeria after the passing of the former President Muhammadu Buhari. The Nigerian Federal Government has declared Tuesday, July 15, 2025 as a public holiday. This is to honor his memory, with his burial set to take place today in his hometown. The Minister of the Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, made the announcement as part of a 7-day national mourning period. So this is crazy because in Nigeria, people like it when you bury their former president. However, what is happening in Zambia is unbelievable and unheard of. And now let me take you to Zambia, where the former presidential advisor of Lungu, so the late Lungu, presidential advisor is called Dr. Chris Zimba. Dr. Chris Zimba is trending today after he made allegations that there was an attempt to kill him or to assassinate him on the 14th of July. So he has made a police report after 2 cars, according to himself, 2 cars came behind him and forced him off the road. So they forced him off the road, according to himself, and he made the report at Chilimbana police station. Zimba said he was hit by an unmarked 4x4 vehicle after dropping off a friend at Minwudundeke area. And while driving on the Great East Road, 2 cars came behind him. One pushed him into a ditch, and another one, following closely behind, stopped to observe what was happening. So they wanted to see if he died. He says he jumped out of the car and took away his gadgets. But as soon as he walked out of the car, 3 men approached him and offered to assist him to remove the car from the ditch. So they came and helped him to take out the car. And as they were helping, another unmarked car came and parked across the road. And 3 men sat there silently watching what was happening. So that is the former presidential advisor of Dr. Chris, of the late Lungu, Dr. Chris Zimba. That is the allegation that is making, that he was almost killed, or there was an attempted assassination attempt on himself. So that is Zambia. Crazy stuff taking place in Zambia. And then in terms of Faith Musonda, so Faith Musonda is the former side chick of the late Lungu. So Lungu had a long-term relationship with the newsreader called Faith Musonda. So he was dating the newsreader. She was his girlfriend and was well known. So Faith Musonda was arrested last week after she tried to storm the presidential residence of President Hakainde Hichilema. And the police have now gone and searched her home as she's being charged with espionage and criminal trespass. So there's a lot there taking place, and let's see what is going to happen with Faith Musonda. Then there is an election taking place in Malawi, very close. So we're in July now, and it's less than 60 days to go to the elections in Malawi. So I'm now going to start giving you the coverage of the Malawi election and the key players in Malawi. So let's see who the key players in Malawi are. So there is someone called Michael Usi, who's got what is called the People First Agenda, and Peter Mutharika, obviously, is having some succession stories going on. So I'll start giving you updates on this every single day as a separate broadcast. So we're going to be giving you a separate broadcast on Malawi. You know that elections are amazing and interesting, and I love elections. There's no one who does more elections than Gambakwe. And then let's go to military. So what I would do is military, I would do separate stuff on military. Let's go to Zari, the boss lady. So Zari, the boss lady, is going to be the official host for Malawi's 2025 UMP Festival. Very interesting. You go check it out. And then what else do we have here? Tyler has broken streaming records. So you know Tyler, she's the one who goes, Temu, Temu. Temu is a scam. So Temu is a scam. Don't waste your money on Temu. When they say gifts, 4,000 rands gift, if you click here, don't click Unopera Maria Komahara. And then obviously South Africa doing very well. 4-0, they've won. And this young lady you're watching here is called Andile Dlamini. She is the goalkeeper of South Africa. What an exciting young lady. She does very, very well. And she's making soccer exciting. Kana usingazivi zvinoita vasikana vesoccer wakapusa. I will never tell you what is zvinoita vasikana vesoccer cheap. Then Old Mutual have released their results. So Old Mutual Zimbabwe have released their results. So let me show you the guy. So that is Child Mugwambi over here. Old Mutual has released their results. The results are in Zig. And I said to you, every time someone releases the result in Zig, I don't waste my time. I just give them the blue tick. I don't care. Anyone who releases their results in Zig to me makes no sense. Akadakwa. So I don't know why Old Mutual does that, because it makes no sense to me. Okay, so I think we've covered most of the stories that I wanted to cover here. Burna Boy has released album No Signs of Weakness. Go check these things out. That's what is interesting about YouTube. YouTube is amazing. YouTube is interesting. Now, let's quickly go to some newspapers. I'm going to go to the Chronicle of Zimbabwe. So I want to go to Chronicle newspaper, then I'll go to some South African newspapers. Zimbabwe newspapers are exciting. They're nice. I like them. They actually have more stories than South African newspapers. Can you believe it? And it doesn't make sense to me. That Zimbabwe newspapers don't make any money. Do you know how much newspapers are making money in South Africa? If you look at Caxton Publishers, do you know how much money those guys make? So if you're someone running newspapers in Zimbabwe, go and look at the financial statements of Caxton Publishers and see how they make money. Maybe you will make money also. Don't always think about ZANU. Don't always think about Mnangagwa. Right, rehabilitation of the Blawayo Victoria Falls Highway begins. We're going to be watching this project very closely because Tagwire is involved here. And then let's see what else. Cross-border traders get 20,000 presidential fund boost. Yes. And then BCC revives plan to shut Dojiwe flats. Guys, this is a mess. Who lives like this? It's disgusting. This is the most disgusting place I've ever seen. Who lives at Dojiwe? Pumani kona manje. Guys, why do people live like this at this time and age? David Coulthard, why do you allow such a thing? David Coulthard, you're a clever man. Why do you allow people to live like rats? Like a rat. In the voice of Patrick Chamisa, they are living like a rat. Why? Why do you allow such a thing? And then obviously we've got Dynamos scraping the bottom of the barrel over here. Dynamos certainly at the bottom. Unfamiliar territory. Never in my whole life have I seen Dynamos here. Look at Highlanders. After 20 games, it's got 27 points. Dynamos have got 15. This is bad performance by these two teams. They're the biggest teams but something's wrong, and it's management. So everything here is poor management. Let's go to Sowetan. Sowetan newspaper. Kachalia, you know that the Minister of Police has been put on special leave. So Kachalia is the man that you're watching here. He said he's going to fix the SAPs, and then top officials block Buthelezi from entering the municipality. Buthelezi has been denied permission to enter Umkanyagude district municipality in KZN. And then what else do we have of interest? We've got Kachalia obviously over here. So we're going to feature him later on today so that you understand who he is. And then fresh ingredients are the key to delicious seafood curries. Guys, Cape Town has got the best fish. Come over. If you want to enjoy fish, come to Cape Town. You will love it. This is the one thing I like about Cape Town. You've got the best fish here. And then let's go to business day. That's headlines. I want to see what it looks like at the front. And then we'll get out of here. And then Transnet has been downgraded. Here, check out Transnet, the biggest logistics company in Africa. So S&P Global Ratings expect Transnet to burn cash over the next 3 years and say the government's extraordinary support of the entity due to its important SA economy is key to keeping it afloat. So it's going to burn cash. Obviously, they'll burn cash like paper. That is what they do at Transnet. Transnet is not doing well at all. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll check out these stories here and see if there's anything of interest. Business is amazing. Business is interesting. And Bitcoin is going up like crazy. I've never seen Bitcoin jumping like it did yesterday. So go check it out. Go check out the chart of Bitcoin. And then let's see about the child. Obviously, every day, South Africans do this, and it's terrible. I don't know why they do it. And then let's see anything of interest here. Okay. The NPA has requested court clarification on Timothy Omotoso's acquittal. This man was deported, and the NPA of South Africa is still looking to go to court about him. What a bunch of losers. Why would you go to court over someone who's already out of the country? I don't understand. Then ArcelorMittal SA1's early steps needed to win down Long's business. Go check it out. There is nothing really which stands out here. But the G20 finance track meeting is in the Kruger National Park. This is the worst G20 I've ever seen. I do not know what they're doing in South Africa. Zaka Broker. The G20 is a mess. So we went to Treasury to try and cover this thing. And they gave us a story or two. I don't know. I don't care. If Trump is not coming, what is it anyway? Right, I think we've covered everything. Let's go back and see if there's anything of interest that I've forgotten to cover. Right, as I said, I'm going to be traveling. And I will let you guys know how I'm going to do on my travels. We're going to do a lot. It's going to be amazing. Our country is about to change like never before. And you guys who are overseas are about to come home. So you're about to come home. That is my job. It's a spiritual duty for our people to come back home. We don't want Zimbabweans all over the world. There is no country in Africa like Zimbabwe. So much resources, so much potential. The only person killing Zimbabwe is Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa ari kuuraya vanhu nenzara. Auxilia akadhakwa. Sean akadhakwa. Emerson Jr. akadhakwa. Kuda akadhakwa. Pasinawo zvigananda. Madzoro avo akazara mvura. Right. Now let's go to the comments and then I'm out. Muzombi akabroka. Akabatwa zeishwa. Yes. Akabatwa achabuda hake. Maria Mabunu Iripi wants to present him as president can't just employ to steal. Listen to me, my guy. I got no money. Do you see my smile? I am happy. I am clean. Do you see me very clean? I sleep peacefully. I've never taken anybody's money, and I don't have nothing to worry about. I sleep like a baby. Do you understand me, my guy? My guy. Yes. First lady, Vakaroyo Ikoko. Okay, so I think there are two things that could have happened. And I believe she was poisoned. I believe Auxilia Mnangagwa was poisoned. She started to swear. And I did a video about this. In it, I observed very carefully. When I looked at Auxilia, it was clear to me that something had gone wrong because of her features. So look at Auxilia. She was fresh. Everything was good. Mnangagwa. Guys, because Auxilia is like a pale shadow or a pale shadow of a former self. And look at her. Something is totally gone wrong. Her eyes are sunk in, and they don't allow her to speak. That is the funniest thing. They don't allow her to speak. Show me a video of Auxilia speaking where they have not covered the sound. That is crazy. So that is terrible. Whoever did this to Auxilia. Remember, she used to fight people like in a team. And the worst thing you can do as a boss is to fight people who cook your food. No bikirwa. No bikirwa. And in Zimbabwe, vano pisa. So vano pisa. Something has happened to Auxilia Mnangagwa, and it's a mess. Let's look at what else. Wakaba 80,000 Gambakwe. Pasine wechi gananda. Zidzoro. Azandambo bamari munu. You will never, ever distract me. You never distract me. I have nothing to worry about. I have paid over 75,000 rands of my own money to Nyoka. Over 35,000 on my own flights and hotels. And money that we've paid to Nyoka's lawyers, 21,500. Uyu lawyer wa Muruguti Chris uyu. I have paid him 2,500 for like disbursements. He has received 2,500 from me. I have not even counted the dinners and lunches that I paid for those lawyers. So don't even think about it. Vanvezano, makabroka, masidzore. You can lie. You can come up with a number. You can come up with a number like 55,210.11. Zidzoro. You never ever get me with this. Apana Gambakwe anoita zvinhu zvakadaro. I am blessed. Mwari akandiona. Mwari has put me in this position because I am clean. You understand? Watch very carefully. Kamunhu kenyu kaminik mangwana kanozanaka kanezdzoro kanotaura every morning kanouya pana pane ghost. And then afterwards he goes and does some shows. Wasn't DJ and Holy. So DJ and Holy used to work for Sekuru Tasu. So if you look at DJ Holy, ukatasa musoro wake, unonyatsoona kuti chichakaitika. Chichakaitika. Mpana uyaya, when he started, he used to wear glasses. Do you remember he used to wear glasses? Angasingaoni mpana uyaya. Like he was totally blind. So akaenda kuna in which doctor anonzi Sekuru Tasu. That's where he was treated. And after he was treated by Sekuru Tasu, he went and worked for Nick Mangwana. Nick Mangwana, ari kupi Zoro, Nick Mangwana then worked with him for a while. They didn't pay. They didn't pay him. They didn't pay that boy. And then he left his wife in Harare and came to Johannesburg. When he came to Johannesburg, he did a bit of YouTube there. And then one day he called me. So I don't talk what I don't know. He called me and he was telling me that I'm having problems. I'm having this and that. The good thing about me is I kind of record stuff. Musanditange ndoku putitsai mazidzoro na Nick Mangwana. Nick Mangwana ya muri mainini ini ndiri baba mukuru. You cannot do nothing about what I do because zvangu zviri spiritual. Isusu Our work here is going to free our people. And in your office, all you do is lie, cheat, and steal. Bababat. Okay, right. I've dedicated enough of my time to this garbage. All right, let's go some more comments. So let it be clear. Apana kana send Randaga pure. Instead, I pay my money. All right. So if you hear, oh, Sarawaka will be arrested, oh, Gambakwe will be arrested, arrest yourself. Arrest yourself, Apana. Apana, wamuno sunga. Apana ba. Majaira, sunga vanu. Okay, so guys, let's go to our sponsor, Mve. And anyway, tonight we'll be updating. So tonight we're updating. Fadzama is doing very well. What we're doing here is a game changer. So I'll let you guys know. We are going to do something amazing and we're not going to be stopped. Isusu, we don't play. Once we start moving and we don't stop. So now let's go to our sponsor, Mve. So Mve is our sponsor. We've got an agent in Harare, Cape Town, Johannesburg. You can get it by DHL in London, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, USA. Guys, everywhere you get this thing. If you're a man, you need a packet. And currently we're running a special only for overseas. You buy one, you get one packet for free. And if you're in Harare, I'm going to introduce a special for you within the next 2 weeks. So by the next 2 weeks, if you buy now, you still get the special. We're going to be giving you a free hoodie. So a free hoodie, nice looking hoodie. I'll show you tonight. If you buy a packet in Harare. So that is amazing. Wait for it. It's coming. And what it does is all over here. You can see what's written. For the guys, don't move around. Neka Yaris. Go. Never the Ranger. Vanochema. Sema Ripamariro. Right. I would like to thank you for watching. And what I will do is I'll come back later. Yesterday, I did apply for my ID. So I just want you guys to know what's happening. So for the guys who don't know, let me show you. So if you are a Zimbabwean, right, you can now apply for your plastic ID. So that's my ID, my South African ID here. So when I went to Zambia, Zimbabwe Intelligence took my ID and they photocopied it. I don't know why they did that. Like when I was arrested, Zimbabwe Intelligence came and they took my documents and they were like photocopying it and sending it to Mnangagwa. They thought I had a fake ID. I got a real ID. So this is my ID. So Zimbabwe Intelligence, that copy got nothing because they're going to take it away very soon. So you go to a Home Affairs. Before you go there, you book online. So you go to online and you book your appointment. Then they'll tell you where to go. You pay your money. And what you're not supposed to take is your ID, right? And your thing, which she knows it's certificate. You cannot go without it. I went there without it and I had to drive all the way back. So it took me 2 days to do this because I forgot to do it. So if you're in Zimbabwe, go do your ID. I mean the guys with the genuine IDs. And then when you walk around, your ID will be in your wallet. It won't be like all over the place. So that's amazing. And you also need to know that the process requires you to get immigration to formally approve your ID. So yesterday I did that. And then obviously as I travel, when I go through the airport, now it's easier for me. I don't have to check out a paper ID. It's so annoying for me to walk around and you have to carry that big ID. It's crazy. But within a few weeks, it will be done. Don't forget to give Messi Magorong a free sample of Mve. Where are you, Messi? I've got a few samples. And then watching you from Botswana. Thank you very much, guys. Gambakwe, yes. And then Gambakwe, tell us the content in Job Scholar's book. Okay. For now, I won't talk about the book, but Job Scholar is definitely going to be part of the leadership team. So tonight we're going to release what we call a leadership pool. So who we want to be president, who we think should be whoever. We've got lots of people that we want to put into one political party, which is going to challenge Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa wakanyangira yaona, you are going to lose very badly in 2028. Remember, no matter what happens in between, we still have an election in 2028. So it's going to be amazing. Gambakwe, we pamadanire apo, never. Pamadanire, kunonzi kwachivaka. Isusu tinobva panonzi pa Gambakwe. Gambakwe is got nothing with madanire. Madanire kure uko. Down kuchirorwe. Munoziva here kunonzi kuchirorwe. Kuchirorwe kuna tete vangu vanogara pachirorwe. Kana uchiti kwa madanire, wakutosvika kunonzi kwa moja. Mdara wangu. Mdara moja. Munoziva here mdara moja. The first businessman. Paya pamoja, paitonzi pamoja. Kana kuti pamadanire. Waiti ukabva paGambakwe, pagete, wobva hapo woenda pachikoro paNebarwe. PaNebarwe, that's where I did my primary school. Then woenda panonzi paTafara, wabva paTafara, woenda panonzi pamadanire, wabva ipapo, woenda kuchirorwe, wakuenda deep uko, wakuenda kwaGutu, kwana Chamisa, ndoku mahomboy angu uko. One day, nemuzukuru wangu, we traveled to... So tete duari pachirorwe. So takafamba netsoka. We traveled on foot. And when we got to a little river, he drank the water in the river. Totally bush, no nothing. So someone has filled the little river. So he drank the water there. And guys, I cannot believe what happened. He got a disease called bilharzia. Do you know bilharzia? That is crazy. Like there's no one around. How the heck does bilharzia come into a water in the bush? And he got bilharzia from that water. So we used to walk long distances. Tichenda kunana chirorwe uko. And then ukwana Negwari and all those places. That is crazy. The people that know Mashingo, our country has been destroyed by Mnangagwa. The day that Negwari was there, from 1940, 1960, it's still the same. Nothing has changed under Mnangagwa. The only thing Mnangagwa knows is to chase people and lie and arrest people and throw people in jail. Wakadakwa, Mnangagwa, your days are over. Yes, mdara moja, mdara wangu. Right, I would like to thank all of you for watching. And mdara Charles. Mdara Charles. I don't have mdara Charles nga type apa. Kuti aita say mdara ye. Na mambo budzi, munomziya here mambo budzi, kudhara ainzi mambo budzi, chai yekutanga first days, muchamuziya here aigara pagedhe. So that is our life, kudhara. Guys, I feel so sad because munhu uyu anonzi Mnangagwa, what he has done is to hold our country stagnant for over 40 years. So that is Mnangagwa. Over 40 years holding our country stagnant. Nothing changing. What we want to do is to make Zimbabwe like Dubai within 5 years. Every single Zimbabwean must come back home. That's what we want. Atidi Shakapusa. Look at Kabridge, Kake, Aka. Right now, they have had to bring police here because congestion was so big. Cars were no longer moving. This was a total mess. I told you this thing's a mess. Traffic could not move here. The taxis were now crossing over, jumping across because they can't pass. They couldn't pass. The design is wrong. This thing is a total mess. Mbudzi, interchange, Trabablas, Yaka Broker, everything is Trabablas. Right, let's see the last comments. Nomzi yamambo budzi bikita kumusha inindo papa sino kuvara apo. Yes, ndakafudza mombe zvikuru. Mudondo iroro tichienda kunonzi kumayeru kana usingazivi mayeru. Guys, you're missing out. If you never grew up in the village, you miss out. Saka Gambakwe nero arimo here munyu leadership pane yacho nai Gambakwe. No, Chamisa is not there. Chamisa has got a special place. So guys, don't worry about Chamisa. Me and Chamisa are like this. Me and Chamisa are one. Don't forget that me and Chamisa and the team, we are one. But at the moment, we are looking at Fadzai as a presidential candidate. and she is going to do very, very well. Don't worry, we've got it. We've got it, guys. And Chamisa is here. We know what's up. I want to talk now, before I go, about this young man, Anonzi Kman. Kman is now working with certain people. I know them. He's no one. And don't worry, everything will be revealed very, very soon. I don't talk. So why I like that he apologized to Hopo because I was attacking him. In fact, Kman tried to close my YouTube channel. Do you know that? He reported our videos to YouTube at the time. You may saw in the past. But me, I don't mind Kman. He's a young man. I've never talked to him. So there was my songs which he used to do for Chamisa, which we played here. And we then played Chamisa, and he went and reported us to YouTube. And that is a fact. It's not even a joke. But I know why he's doing what he's doing now. I know why Nyamakanga is doing what he's doing now. I know why DJ and Wall is doing what he's doing now. Uyumpana Anonzi Mnangagwa. I know what he's doing now. Anonzi Kruger, what? Zoro. I know what he's doing right now. Guys, they are going to lose. You must understand that they're going to lose because God is in it. God is in it. So apana javano itavana. They've destroyed our country long enough, and they're going to lose. Young people, don't be on that side. You're on the wrong side. If you're on the right, on the side of Mnangagwa. Aka broker. Okay, I'd like to thank all of you for watching. I'll see you again tonight as we launch our leadership pool. So we want to do what is called the leadership pool. As Job Scholar, Ana Tendai BT, all these guys, they are going to be in the leadership pool. So what will happen is we'll do the pool, and then when the president comes, she's going to choose, because she's going to be like a CEO. The way we do this thing, we're going to propose, and then she's going to go and say, I want to work with this one. I want to work with this one. So there'll be no team before a president comes. The only thing we're going to do is to get ourselves a president. Then they select. Mnangagwa can be beaten. Very easy. Aka broker. Mnangagwa ane dzungu. Anoda chema tsenga nzungu. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. And a good day to you all.